very good rotation early on in the game. We see Benny standing out with his Alice again, once again. And again, overextending Kilgrot on the bot lane. It's really hard.
And I think it's even harder because Kilgroth, ideally, you want to split push constantly because that's the power of Kilgroth. Could just siege turrets so fast, but couldn't even do that because whenever he tries to go for a siege, like you mentioned, he overextends.
Neil with the
and then
opportunity.
TP just responds instantly, and the point of having a Kilgroth on your composition goes to moot because he can't even siege because TP just takes him down in a snap.
In a snap. And unlike the first game, how TPE played Kilgrot very well, like the Kilgrot is just on the top lane, doing his job, farming, getting jungle camps, farming and jungle camps, letting his teammates fight, and etc. etc. Being also relying on the Abyssal stats, which is having gold and having experience, and still doing on the top lane with the Omen. So that's why Kilgrot went over Omen on the top lane in the first game. On the second game, they targeted the Kilgrot on the bot lane. They're having a hard time versus the Joker. So TPE took that advantage to possibly get some kills on the bot lane with Kilgrot and the rest of the team. Like we see earlier, they almost caught off guard Joker, but still the reminisce on the first game still looking on to the second game. Like all the abilities has been blown to the Joker and the rest of the team. The rest of Chinese Taipei answered back, especially Neil and the Tulin.
And at the end of the day, hopefully, I'm just really hoping we have a different pace in Game 3. I would love to see Team Korea get that, at least that one game, just so that it's not too much of a downer. You know, you're already at the semifinals, so close to reaching the finals, potentially becoming champion, but only to get thwarted in a dominating fashion by the Chinese Taipei. And so far, that's what it's been for these past two games. Two very dominating, one-sided games. So I don't know. We'll just have to see, man. Hopefully, we see some sort of adjustment from Team Korea.
I hope the third game will be in Korea's side, but let's see right now. And banning phase is still the same. Korea banning Superman. Probably the same bans. The Flash. It's still the same.
So far. Looks like... Wow. Finally, respect.
Respect. That's a respect ban. You have to admit that one.
So
if any chance that they will open Teamy, that would be, I think, a pain for Korea, especially Chinese Taipei will be the first pick.
Ooh, man. So far, looks like it's definitely going to be much more... I'm wondering what Neil will be playing in effect, though. Because...
Still the Lubu. Oh, man. Oh, not the Lubu, but the Omen. I don't know why Chinese Taipei banned Omen in here. But we'll see. Already Chinese Taipei already noticed Korea didn't really play Omen so well in the past two games, and probably a respect ban for them.
Definitely. And still waiting on that last ban though. So let's see what KR would ideally... Well, I think the Lindis already is good because Neil has pretty much had a dominating performance on that. So, okay, gonna go for the arm, very standard. So let's go ahead and see what has been left open. So
Teamy is open.
Is TP gonna take that for themselves? Okay, Lubu as well. There you go.
It's very, very strong in skirmishing. The Lubu. Especially with the lifesteal on his ultimate.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really annoying. You can really one-on-one. You can really one-on-one Lubu, especially if all his abilities are up, especially the lifesteal on his ultimate. And with his buff, it's really annoying.
Man, hopefully we see some sort of... Hopefully TP utilizes it to the T, because the fact that it was banned these first two games, I mean, we all know that Lubu is quite the contended pick here in the AWC bootcamp so far, but I would definitely love to see just how capable TPE is of utilizing this particular hero, but nonetheless, especially given that he's very, very powerful,
Mhm.
especially if you're gonna put him around the area
Mhm.
where Dark Slayer is. Definitely gives you much more power towards that top side. But looks like K are gonna play a bit more standard with the picks. Gonna be taking the Tulin as well as the Alice for themselves.
Respect picks, but on the other side, ooh, a Violet. This is really interesting. This the again I'm seeing another Violet game.
So Violet, of course, one of the favored marksmen here. Even though we haven't seen her as much in the AWC as other AWC bootcamp, of course, in comparison to other heroes, still pretty much up there in the tiers. But of course, that pretty much is because of her superior range and poke ability. Probably unique because not even needing to be within range to siege turrets.
Mhm. Especially Violet received some nerfs,
Yeah.
but that's not stopping for the pro players to play Violet.
Not at all. I mean, it's kind of like when they nerfed Malak in a way.
Mm.
Sure, you have the scaling tone down,
Mm.
but it doesn't necessarily take away from the other aspects of what makes him such a great hero. Like we mentioned, Malak could easily roll with the punches, whatever the matchup, a little bit of an anti-attack himself.
Mhm.
And same goes for Violet. Even though you might tone her down in damage, it doesn't necessarily take away from the fact that still the reason why she is strong is because of her range. So it doesn't really matter if you nerf her in those other aspects, so long as she still has that range mechanic wherein she could efficiently siege turrets and just hit from a good distance, then she's still pretty OP. But
Here we go, Teamy, and they're hovering a Wonder Woman.
Ah.
Oh, there we go. We're seeing a Teamy Wonder Woman combo here.
that's a lot of power in Chinese Taipei's composition. Was able to get a lot of these massive power picks. Let's go ahead and see how Korea's going to lock up this composition. Probably someone that's a little bit more on the tankier side. Could be a fighter as well. We'll just have to see, because so far Tulin, Alice, Ryoma, as well as the Kilgroth. Definitely a lot of ways wherein they could dominate early game, especially if Rush is able to properly support Sun. Okay, so there you have it. Tankier set. So that's kind of what would tie up Korea's composition. Definitely something I like better than their previous two drafts, just because it's a bit more well-rounded.
They have the crowd control that they need. They have sustain and in Malak, and at the same time they have poking from Sun.
Yeah.
If Sun will go with the Tulan. But I think Chinese Taipei, if they will go, if the composition is great. The game style that I'm thinking of right now, if Benny and Wins going inside, again Neil with the poking abilities, if he will go still with the Violet, the Lubu is very annoying, the sustain star with a burst. On the other side, against with Kilgroth and the Malak, this might be bad news for Chinese Taipei, and we will see if the rotation will be better.
So there you have it, guys. Both sides having locked things. And like I mentioned, I'm really looking forward to how Korea's gonna function with adjustments to their draft. Like I mentioned, there's definitely a bit more power to their team fight, which I kind of found lacking in the previous drafts that they've had. So not only that, they have some decent team fight potential, decent pickoff potential, not to mention also have the plan B of just allowing that Kilgroth to split push much more efficiently this time. And should be much more easier because it's definitely much more efficient to have that Malak and Alice on your side, just so that you could force for big team fights elsewhere on the map and allow the Kilgroth to split elsewhere. And by having that distraction in a way elsewhere while the Kilgroth sieges, it's something that hopefully Korea could capitalize on.
Again, we will see Chinese Taipei already 2 for none versus Korea, and semifinals is underway.
Yeah, so there you have it, guys. Just one more win for TPE. Just takes it all the way to the finals. So can Korea halt that? That's still a bit of a question on our minds right now, isn't it?
And Korea with the pause and probably having some breather right now. Any plans of Korea going like 2-1 or hopefully or 3-0 for Chinese Taipei? Both of the teams have solid compositions.
Yeah.
It's up to them how they will play it. Like again, we're seeing a lot of good rotations from Chinese Taipei.
And the thing is, like with Korea's draft, it's definitely less linear in comparison to their previous drafts. So at the end of the day, let's just go ahead and see how that ultimately pans out here for both sides. Benny, wow.
Really annoying. We'll be securing the first wave, denying, not really denying, but here we go. The rest of the team already follow. Oh, ooh, that would be an early flicker.
Yeah, forced to just flicker that earlier on so that you don't get caught off. But okay, so far, luckily Korea was kind of able to thwart Chinese Taipei from getting the full value of that invade onto their jungle side.
hmm And again, the Kill God is just doing his job, farming and at the same time getting the jungle caps that he needs. Meanwhile, Uzon will try to kill
Wow.
Sun, but Sun will be surviving in that one.
Yeah, not a bad way to go for Sun. Able to dish out quite a bit of damage, thus isolating Sun from taking that particular camp. And it's such a shame because would have been an easy take for Sun because he is running Punish. So far, definitely Yuzon wanting to make sure that he has full control over the top side, not allowing Sun to build up on this kill growth.
Exactly. And Wen's just getting the farm also with his own, with that vision. And we will be seeing this. I think this is a classic matchup with Wonder Woman and Malak.
Ooh.
Sprint Sentinel for an early sustain for Rush.
Looking pretty darn good here. Meanwhile, TPE gonna
Oh, needs to be careful right now. Ooh, Jack running for now.
had to run for the hills. Took way too much damage. It allows TP to comfortably take first Abyssal Dragon of the game.
Alright, so this might be a reminiscence of the previous two games. I hope not.
Yeah.
But let's find out.
In all fairness, the different thing this time around is that what Chinese Taipei did wasn't able to get the takedown, but just enough pressure to force Jak to back away there, which within that window of opportunity allowed them to comfortably take Abyssal Dragon because they knew that even though Korea kind of sniffed out what was happening, they knew that Jak needed to recall to regenerate, and that effectively would have allowed Korea to commit less members to contest Abyssal Dragon. So all's well and well.
Well, I indeed agree with that one. Again, being exposed with the objectives, Korea needs that. Like they, as much as possible, get the tower that they need. Get like one, not really in the team fight, but pick ups. It's really important for them. Denying as much gold and experience as possible for Chinese Taipei.
Yes, meanwhile, looks like Chinese Taipei, a little bit of a safer pace that we're seeing here from both sides, but pretty much understandable. I think the deficiency that Chinese Taipei is contending with here is that if ever they do try to proactively look for fights, the ace that Korea has here is that they have a Malak on their side, and with that Malak makes it easier for them to easily push their numbers in team fights, whether it be, let's say, if a 4v4, if Malak isn't in on that fight, easily respond with an ultimate and forces it into an easier 5v4. So that's something that, in other words, like in this case, TP has to choose their fights very, very wisely.
And Benny doing his job annoys Korea and the flicker out. I think
Wow.
this would be a good fight right now, but that Korea is looking for. But I don't think Chinese Taipei will be caught in that trap. They will probably go for inside the tower, but they will not commit on that one.
Yeah, very dangerous though. Looks like trying to look for a window to take Abyssal.
Oh no, again the burst, again Rush being caught off by Neil. First blood already secured by Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, unfortunately, because their health bars are looking very low, would it be too much of a risk to try to force Abyssal? But take note, this is what you don't want to do when you're Chinese Taipei. Okay, a pick off towards the bot side, but under any circumstances do they not want to allow Sun to just farm and siege as a kill Groth. And look at that, look at how much damage he got on that top turret within that window, within that small window that he had to siege before Chinese Taipei responded.
Like we see here Sun with the jungle item, which can really boost your attack speed early. Again, we are back, still with a 2-0.
Yep, looks like everything is smooth on our end, so sorry about the trouble there, but everything seems to be okay now. Once again, we are your casters. I'm Arctic, with me is Y2K, and we're currently watching game number 3 of match 1 between Chinese Taipei versus Korea.
And seeing here, Star is bursted out, but there's no turret as of the moment, but an Abyssal Dragon has been taken right now. And woo! Deleted hack, but the rest of the team is now in. Chaser with the front line, and Mac is being bursted also. Benny will get the kill, and again overextended. Benny will go down courtesy of Chaser. Chaser right now, ooh, with that sustain of his Malok and the pull. Star will get the kill.
Yes, and just like that, again, as typical TPE fashion, looks like they're actually not gonna... Okay, gonna let that wave push in first. Probably gonna take the safer route by sieging off this turret, which will effectively, definitely grant them the longer term benefit of having better control over this Abyssal Dragon.
And 1-1 rate of the tower right now, both top and bottom tower.
Yeah, not bad. I mean, Kilgroth definitely doing what he should, taking full advantage of his siege potential wherever he's kind of just left there to farm, get a nice push in onto that turret. But meanwhile, looks like towards this mid lane as well, TP making a transition here. Are they going to try to go for the upper side or try to look for a pickoff here? We'll just have to see.
I really like the tail of Star right there in that skin. Here right now, ooh, Benny joining inside the fight. Rush is being rushed down again. Wins with that. I think that's the ultimate. Ooh, Wins going inside, and ultimate already by Neil is being bursted right now. And the jump from Chaser. And Chaser will definitely got the kill for Benny. And Wins just trying his best right now. Chaser is still chasing Wind. Wins must be careful right here, and the pull pulls him to safety.
Yes, meanwhile, looks like Chinese Taipei definitely having a better pace, but what I like about this is that Korea making sure that they have trade-offs of their own. 1 turret, 2 kills, so it's definitely leaning towards Chinese Taipei's favor, but at least it's not the same stomp that we saw earlier wherein it's still somewhat manageable for King Korea at least.
Oh no, Uzon is in the brick of tower right now. 4-man. Oh, nice! Benny going inside and bursting down again.
Yeah, it's a Jack, and that's going to be a deficiency because KR loses out on a lot of their utility. Easy double kill for Neil. Even without the Lindis, you know, no Lindis, okay, I'll take the Violet. And doing quite well regardless.
Regards with that one. And another turret has been secured. Look at that shield by Chaser. Not enough. The knock up didn't get anyone. Meanwhile, they will not really commit on that one. They will get the other side turret. Or tower, rather.
Just gonna take down more turrets, and man, that's a lot of value that Chinese Taipei has. If there's one thing that they're really efficient at, as soon as they're able to get these type of pickoffs, able to transition it into a lot of these turrets, definitely pushing for pressure here, and with this pressure, limits Korea even further with what reach they have over the battlefield.
They need to be careful not to overextend, especially this is the last tower in the mid lane. The tower deals a lot of punch. A lot of punch in that one.
Meanwhile, Sun lingering up towards that top side. A little bit of a 1v1 scuffle happening between the Lubu and the Kilgroth.
And Lubu might have an advantage because of the lifesteal. It's now chasing, not really chasing Sun. He didn't overcommit on that one. Benny just in time for the aid of the teammate. Meanwhile, Star is being caught up right now by Korea. And using the flicker. Chaser with that sweep. Just Benny is left inside the fight. Needs to be careful right now. Oh no, the ultimate has been pop up, but probably that's not enough. Neil is being chased right now by Chaser, and that would be a shutdown. This might be the opportunity that they need. The Chaser, and now Sun. A lot of things happening, but one conclusion on that fight: Korea is answering back to Chinese Taipei.
Yes, finally we see a team fight that Korea wins, and as a result, not just a winning team fight, this is massive for them, able to secure the Dark Slayer right after. So this could be something that they could utilize to tilt things into their favor. The dream is not done for KR just yet. Let's see how TPE will respond though in this case. Still, the gold lead is tilted towards Chinese Taipei, but because of the Dark Slayer buff, allows Korea to go head-to-head in a team fight with TPE.
Uzon overextended in that fight. I'm seeing the corpse of Uzon in the tower.
Yep. Definitely a domino effect.
Domino effect. And the rest will fall up, but they will get, probably Chinese Taipei will get the Abyssal. Well, I'm not sure because I'm only seeing the icon of Wonder Woman right there.
Yeah, looks like just gonna deal with Abyssal by yourself just fine.
Just fine. And the fight right now with the knock-up by Chaser, and Rush will secure one kill. Right now, Star is in trouble right now with the tower dive. Double kill by Rush.
Yeah, Chinese Taipei, they had no business going for those overextensions, knowing full well that Team Korea still has the Dark Slayer buff on them. And look at this, they're just gonna get all the more turrets. It's a massive flip around that's happening here. Chinese Taipei, they're starting to lose a bit of their luster. Mistakes left and right.
Benny is being bursted, but that's not enough. Winch is just dancing inside a team of 5. 2 kills. 2 kills for none in that specific team fight, but probably they want to overextend.
Yep.
But at the same time, they don't want to, so they just pick up anyone in their path. Now Korea having the upper advantage. The gold advantage is just 1k and 810. It's courtesy of Korea.
Just like that, Korea managing to close the gap between both teams here. Meanwhile,
Chaser jumping inside, and Uzon might be in trouble right now. No lifesteal for you, sir. Again, securing a kill for Korea and the top lane tower.
Yes, and it looks like TP able to get a few pickoffs here and there. Oh, KR might have overstayed their welcome here, though.
And just still, Chinese Taipei wants still have some life left. And look at the sustain of Sun right there, the lifesteal. Still secured 1 kill before leaving the house.
Yeah, but nonetheless, lucky for Chinese Taipei, they didn't lose out on a hell lot more in that. Luckily for Team Korea, though, they were able to get that high ground. That's definitely something that they could work with. At this point, we could comfortably say it's anybody's game right now.
It's anybody's ball game. If someone like have a decent mistake, someone will take advantage of it. That's what's happening right now. Chinese Taipei to Korea. Korea sees the opportunity and living the dream right now. But I don't think Chinese Taipei don't count Chinese Taipei yet outside of the box. They still have something in their line or something that they can do to turn things around.
Hopefully.
Especially the gold advantage is on the side of Chinese Taipei still.
Yeah, just a tad bit there. Nonetheless. Okay, so for TPE, luckily for them, they have a bit of breathing room this time around that Korea no longer has their Dark Slayer buff. So let's see what TP can do if they could at least push things back to them in a more definitive fashion.
I would like to call this one as a space created for Korea. Like the space that they need is being fulfilled right now, and they're paying for it.
Yep. Oh, KR looking for one of those cheesy pickoffs on the jungle side of Chinese Taipei.
Oh no, Benny, don't walk in! Don't walk in, Star! Ooh, alright. Probably poking in because they don't know, or probably they saw it, but not particularly sure how many are inside.
Yeah, trying to get a read there.
Oh no, jumping inside. Neil with the knockup from Chaser right now is being, again, Uzon. Just going inside with the lifesteal. Probably not enough. Sun will be securing Uzon right now. And Chaser, being bursted by Neil.
Yes, so far 1 for 1. TP not going to be forcing that fight though. KR just going to go back to sieging the second turret in the bot lane. Going to take it with much efficiency. TP trying to mount a defense. Looks like, are they going to try to force a fight here though? Looks like they're just trying to scare off Korea from any further pursuit.
I just noticed here Wonder Woman's lasso, or the second ability, not really hitting well for Korea, so they don't have really decent pickoffs.
Right.
But Korea is answering back with a backup of their own, which is the opportunity, or not with the opportunity, even better for Korea in the previous 2 games. They are doing it right now.
Yes, but so far TPE, it's a bit of a different tune from the previous games that we've had, wherein it's surprising to see them being much more responsive this time around when these past 2 games and even the first few minutes of the game, they were the ones that was kind of dictating the flow of the game. But Korea in just complete command out there.
And Sun easily will get the Abyssal.
Oh man, this is definitely where Korea wants this Kilgroth to be right now. Look at the massive goal that he has, 11.1, leading the fray for the rest of the Korean squad. Not to mention, he is a pain in the hiney for TPE to deal with whenever that Kilgroth dives in, tries to go for those key targets in the back line, such as Star, such as Neil, which is why these 2 carries from TPE have such a hard time dishing out the damage that they know they can in team fights because of needing to take that extra precaution.
Like we're seeing right now, Uzon's Lubu is not really effective because probably a proper follow-up whenever he's inside. Yes, he have the sustain. He have the penetration courtesy of the Longin Spear. But they follow up again. Ooh, this is a cheesy strategy right now. Probably not the best way to initiate to a fight. Ooh, a 3-man stop right there by Wins. And probably again, Sun is just dancing inside, and with the teamy ult, Neil will live for now. But again, that's for now. Again, Star securing 1 kill. Sun is just dancing inside. Wins is in big trouble right now, and they will live for now.
Yes, but looks like he's not done just yet. Yautza gets
Oh.
picked off. Fortunately, Overstate is welcome there, and the rest of KR will have to retreat. But man, oh man, that was good for Neil. Not to mention Benny being the savior for that Violet, proccing that ultimate in the nick of time.
That probably changed the face of that last fight.
Yep.
Especially if you're picking Sun, which is really a big thing because that's a kill grot. Like, we see the ultimate probably pop up. We also see Wins with a Wonder Woman catching off guard Sun. And the rest is history.
Ooh, looks like TP, they could potentially go for a finish here, but looks like they're just going to take the safer route. Not going to try to force taking down the core there, especially since Sun is just about to come up.
Oh no, look at that burst damage by Neil. They'll get the Sentinel at the same time. Probably get the Slayer, or they will wait for now. Again, this might be the possible last clash or the last team fight that we will be seeing.
Are they gonna go for it though?
Are they going to go for it? Oh no, the 5-man. Wins is just jumping inside, but there is no follow-up. Wins, what are you doing? But the rest of Korea will back off. And look at the damage of Wins. And the rest of the team follows right now. Ultimate has been getting by Star.
Yes, Wins knew that. Okay, even though I'm the only person that's gonna go in, just because of how KR was so clumped up right there, they knew that he could have gotten the maximum value off of his bracelets of submission. But meanwhile, looks like Sun,
1-on-1. It turns into 3v1. Star securing another kill.
Oh man, this is gonna be crazy. I think TPE with both Chaser and Sundown, this could be their moment to potentially go for a Dark Slayer and
Needs to
go
be
for a
careful.
finish.
Ooh, Hack is being spotted right now. Wins jumping inside to Jack. Probably they didn't really go for the Dark Slayer despite of this opportunity right now.
Yeah,
Hack is being chased. Again, Benny going inside. Again, burst damage by Neil. Again, securing another kill.
oh man, TPE. This is going to be their moment. Wave just in the nick of time here in the bot lane, able to shove in. This will be an easy high ground turret take. Are they going to go for a finish? They are within capacity to do so.
They want the finish. Oh, again, being bursted down here. And the Malach of jumping inside, but that's not enough. Hack is being bursted down. They don't have the tooling right now. Chaser is just having his sustain waste. Sun just right on time, doing his job, but again bursted down, and this would be Chinese Taipei's game.
Yes, just like that, even with Korea trying to mount a comeback, it's still Chinese Taipei that manages to close it out 3-0. GG, well played, and what a great performance overall. And kudos to Korea, because we were kind of doubting if whether they still had fight in them, whether they could actually go toe-to-toe with Chinese Taipei. And even in the previous minutes, right before Chinese Taipei was going for the finish, they proved that they can. At one point, they were the ones that was dictating the pace of the game. Things kind of went wrong once Chinese Taipei was able to figure out how to work around the Kilgroth. And overall, just we have a very deserving finalist right here in Chinese Taipei.
Very well played from Chinese Taipei. I would just like to give credits or a very good play for Benny.
Yeah.
At the same time, with the Wonder Woman jumping inside, very confident, facing 3 at the same time with the proper follow-ups, and again taking care of the Kilgroth.
Yes.
Again, Lubu and Kilgroth on the bot lane, and the rest of the team follows. And when the threat is gone, pushing the mid lane.
And just like that, I mean, just efficiently played by Chinese Taipei. I was kind of sharing your, what's the word I'm looking for? That worry once that Wonder Woman went in solo in that last team fight. But then again, almost forgetting about the kit that Wonder Woman had. I mean, once she goes into a fight, has a lot of survivability through her kit. Not to mention, it, like I mentioned, it was just a perfect opportunity because Team Korea was kind of lumped together, which is why I think that caught Korea by surprise. So once the Wonder Woman went in, they expended quite a bit in that team fight, in that initial initiate from Wonder Woman, which is why once we hit that prolonged team fight, it became a bit more trickier for Team Korea and pretty much sealed the deal. Like I mentioned, Chinese Taipei was eventually able to figure out how to work around the Kilgroth, which is why they started to... Because in the earlier team fights, that was the big problem. Kilgroth just going in, slaying everybody, but as the game went later on, this worked out.
It's really working out in their way. Especially we have Violet. Again, Violet, even though she is nerfed, it's really still one of the best marksmen in the game.
I'd have to agree with you, Y2K. But nonetheless, congratulations again to the Chinese Taipei for securing our first finalist slot here at the AWC boot camp. When we do come back, though, we're still yet to determine who our second finalist is going to be, and it's going to be a battle of our two teams from their home country. Main team from Thailand versus the wildcard team from Thailand. So Thai versus Thai. We'll have to find out who will get the glory of representing their country in the finals. But we're taking a quick break for now. After that pretty intense 3-0, we have been your casters. I'm Arctic. With me is Y2K. And of course, you guys are watching the Arena Valor World Cup 2018 Bootcamp powered by Axe. See you guys for match number 2 of the semifinals.
We'll be right back.
Team tower has been destroyed. Ultimate. Double. A blue team tower.